Anything to do with the dark art should be avoided. It's too risky.
Anything to do with Salazar Slytherin is worth the risk.
I can't agree. And I'll not say a word more. I'm sorry.
I won't give up.
What were you and Ominous speaking about?
He's being ridiculous. Apparently Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here in Hogwarts. Ominous swears it was used for the dark arts, so he wants nothing to do with it. I reminded him that Anne needs a cure. This scriptorium could hold the answers we need.
The dark arts do pique my interest.
There's more to dark magic than people realize. The Gaunts know this. Better than most. Perhaps I've spoken out of turn. Ominous's family history is personal to him.
I'd like to know more about it if you wouldn't mind telling me. I won't repeat it.
Very well. But do keep this between us. Ominous learned dark magic from his parents. Are you familiar with the Cruciatus curse?
What does the Cruciatus curse do?
It's known as the torture curse, Crucio. It inflicts intense, excruciating pain on the victim. Apparently, his parents and older siblings had no qualms about casting it on muggles for sport. Ominous described the sound of the victim's cries as horrific, so the first time he was asked to cast it himself as a child, he couldn't bring himself to do it. As punishment, his family cast it on him. The anguish was so bad that when asked to cast it again, he relented. I have repeatedly assured Ominous that he did what he had to, but he still hasn't forgiven himself.
How horrible. Poor Ominous. He was only a child. He shouldn't blame himself.
After that incident, the rift between Ominous and his family. Every moment he isn't at Hogwarts, he's with us in Feldcroft. Ominous trusts me. And more often than not, he winds up listening to me. I'll remind him of that when I follow up about the scriptorium. Watch for my owl. I'll have news soon enough. I'll make Ominous understand. He'll change his mind.
Confringo! Defendo! Placing! Expelliarmus! Protego!
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Is Highwing all right?
Pressed Ominous regarding Salazar Slytherin's scriptorium, but my efforts were in vain. Meet me outside the Slytherin common.
Highwing's fine. I'm keeping an eye on her. She's safe, Poppy, I promise.
Good. Whatever the poachers are up to, I want Highwing far from it.
You said you had news about the poachers, and that some of it had to do with me.
It did. Did you know that they have orders from Victor Rookwood to capture you on sight? Does this have anything to...
It does.
Fair enough. Does the name Horndown Hall mean anything to you?
I'm afraid not. Why? What is it?
I also overheard one. The poachers spoke of this. If you ever meet my...
Not to worry, Poppy. If I ever meet your gran, I shall not speak a word of this.
I normally tell her everything. She might be my best friend after Highwing, but she knows how I feel about the poachers. I think she worries I'll do something ill-advised.
Whatever gave her that idea?
This way. A centaur. Tread carefully.
An entire castle to roam, yet you choose to wander here.
Please, we don't want any trouble. We're simply passing through.
Do you take us for fools? That we do not notice more and more of your kind around here, in league with the poachers?
We aren't involved with them. If anything, we want to see them stopped.
I hope for your sake that is true. Our kind is swiftly losing patience with the poachers and those they work with.
He was certainly a charmer.
That could have gone worse. Centaurs aren't exactly fans of lizard kind, and the poachers aren't helping matters.
But why would he think that we had anything to do with poachers?
I did notice the poachers talking with a few villagers in Hogsmeade. I'm not sure why. Perhaps that's why the centaurs are suspicious. That's the third time I've seen a dugbog behave that violently.
It seems that a lot of beasts have been more aggressive than usual lately.
I've noticed that too. It's almost like there's something in the water.
Revelio.
This is odd.
What is it?
Not entirely sure, but look around. If the poachers were here, perhaps we can find out why.
कसला ओपी भाई जुना थंबनेल आहे.
Why wouldn't they take their cages with them when they left? Pelt. Poor beast, still smoking. They can't have been gone long. Revelio. This is goblin metal. Seems out of place in a poacher camp. I should tell Poppy about it.
तुझं ऐकलं ना भाई, तुला चॅनल लोगो चांगला पाहिजे होता तर केला थोडा सर्च, जो भेटेल तो लावला.
Anything interesting?
Poachers were here. All sorts of evidence. But I found something else. It's goblin made.
I found goblin armor. Let's keep searching, but carefully. Merlin only knows what's going on here. I don't have a good feeling about this. How do goblin and poacher interests align?
Look, down there.
फ्रेंड आहे आपली.
Definitely poachers. No creatures though. So what are they doing out here?
Let's take a closer look.
They won't be happy to see us. Should we use disillusionment? Or perhaps a less discreet approach?
Hard to say from up here. Let's get a better lay of the land.
Yes. A more hushed approach is likely wise.
Nothing to poach in Arrynshire except spiders. Not worth the trouble, if you ask me.
Revelio.
If I wanted this little excitement, I'd have a job at a bank.
जादूगर वर्ल्ड में टॉप 5 रिचेस्ट में आते. पहले 4 में कौन है? खत्म.
My mother used to always say, a clear head.
Revelio.
Nothing to poach in Arrensville except spiders. Not worth the trouble if you ask me. Legs are far too brittle.
Call out for me all you want. I shall be off spending my spoils in.
They come after me. I'll stick 'em like a nogtail.
Someone messing about.
Potatoes! Better not be a trick. You'll have to fight him, Cynthia.
It's actually quite beautiful. Are you even trying? That was a mistake. Incendio! Oh, it's a bit like being on fire.
What have you done?
ए ती मेली का भाई गपचूपच जायला लागेल. मेल्फॉय तर आहेच भाई, अमीर खानदान काय, आणि तो लास्ट भागला पळून पण गेलाय ना भाई, पैसा कमवायला. पैसा त्याच्यावर आस आहे. इथं मला गपचूप जायचं, पण माझी इच्छा होत नाही गपचूप जायची.
Hey, for your information, I received an out from her just the other day. And as for her affection...
Now, where did I set my traps?
मिस्टर कैसे गया? काय मिस्टर कैसे? अरे 2 दिवस झाले, माझी तब्येत एवढी खराब होती ना, मी काहीच केलं नाही.
You can't keep your eyes off a pretty lass, you can't. Quit a flick of a frock and you fall to pieces.
You can feed a beast, or it can feed you, if you get my meaning.
तिला भेटलं.
Learn that in first year, did ya? Reduction. You'll feel that tomorrow.
Back for more.
Glacier.
Nice try.
The lamb returns to the wolf.
ए सोड रे.
Little pruning is in order. Shall we finish what we started? I'll make mulch of it.
Thought you had me there.
Mind yourself. Flip him at the outside.
अरे यार.
Here, Gringo. Oh, at least give it. You will not survive it. That's the best you can do, Gringo. You'll need to be quicker than that. Incendio. Expelliarmus.
Merlin, you'd think they were guarding the Minister for Magic himself. What is going on here?
Only one way to find out.
What in Merlin's name?
Are those dragons?
ड्रैगन. अरे बाप रे, ड्रैगनची लढाई, ड्रैगन की दंगल.
It's a dragon fighting ring. This is Hauntel Hall.
The name makes sense now, and the secrecy.
No wonder the poachers were in Hogsmeade so much. Likely taking bets and spreading the word. Given how crowded it is here, how could they possibly enjoy this? The centaurs have every right to be disgusted with wizard kind. There must be more dragons here. The poachers are far too greedy to run a fighting ring with only 2 dragons. We should take advantage of most eyes being on the fight and look around. But be discreet. You especially can't afford to be spotted.
Revelio.
That's it. Like that it's the word.
इथून तर नाही जात आहेत.
Have you heard from your family? Has either of your brothers come round to our way of thinking? Will they join us?
They say we go too far. The violence isn't going to get us what we want. I say, if every last wizard is run through with a blade, then violence is going to get me precisely.
जाओ ना भाई. Treatment चालू है.
Work alongside any of them. Don't know how Ramrock's stomach's being near Rookwood. Foul beast.
Not much longer now. Soon our necks will be out from under wizarding boots. Wizard kind will pay for what they've done.
चल चल भाई. एका जागेवर राहू नका. एक तर गपचूप जायचं असेल ना तर काहीच होत नाही माझ्याकडनं.
Hello? Can't win.
Leviosa. Guardian Leviosa. Good free. Revelio. Revelio.
Did you hear those goblins? Ramrock and the poachers must be working together.
Poppy, something's going on behind you.
What's going on down there? They must have only just captured her. She's putting up quite the fight.
Not a fair one, though. Not with her chained up like that.
Let's even her up, shall we? Look, they've got a dragon egg. Hebridean from the looks of it. We can't leave it here, not with the plans they likely have for it.
Hello, Hamura. All right, I have the egg.
Ready. The element of surprise will only buy us a few seconds.
Let's make them count.
I won't rest.
मेला.
All right, I have the egg.
Ready. The elemental surprise will only buy us a few seconds.
Let's make them count.
You're the one we're looking for, and you brought a friend. My friend. Such how nice.
Hey! घ्यायला लागेल. ओके कुठे गेला? ओके. आजकाल फाईट मोठी होणारच ना भाई. जसा गेम पुढे जाईल तशी फाईट जास्त मोठी होईल.
This may have been a bad idea.
I suppose we'll find out. खाऊन टाक. डायरेक्ट खा. डायरेक्ट. एक नंबर. नाही बट मे बी हा झाल्यावर घेऊ शकतो मी. इच्छा तर आहे खूप खेळायची तो, बट त्याचे रिव्ह्यूज तेवढे चांगले नाही आले रे. आणि त्याचा ग्राफिक्स खूप चांगले आहेत. तर ह्या ग्राफिक कार्डमध्ये आय थिंक तर तोच खेळून फायदा नाही. त्यासाठी जरा चांगले ग्राफिक कार्ड्स पाहिजेत माझ्यासाठी. म्हणजे PS5 वगैरे मध्ये तो जास्त चांगला वाटेल खेळायला असं मला वाटतं. That was a Hebridean black.
I'm guessing the egg we have belongs to that dragon.
I don't think she knew they had her egg. She wouldn't have left without it.
What now? She didn't exactly leave us a calling card.
I don't know. Nothing about this day was expected. Not the goblins, and definitely not the fighting ring. The last thing I planned on was a dragon egg. And the
बघू नेक्स्ट गेम
Brontosaurus,
कोणता
which
खेळायचं
cannot
ना
be
मला
good.
अजून ठरवलं नाही मी. तर मे बी क्रिकेट
We aren't
24च
helping ourselves
कंटिन्यू
standing
करेन
here.
थोडे दिवस
Let's
तरी.
get to
हा
safety. We can
संपल्यानंतर.
sort this out later.
You're right.
फक्त हा
If there's
संपला पाहिजे
anything the
लवकर
poachers are
बस.
good at, it's tracking their prey. And right now, we're it. Be careful, won't you? I shall see you back at the castle.
न्यू गेम रिलीज झालाय कोणता क्रिकेट 24 झालंय ना लास्ट इयरलाच झालंय संपलं का भाई ओके
It's time you learned the transformation spell. After you've completed the required task.
सॉरी Meet the Sebastian. Okay. Enlist is free आएगी Battlefield सारखा but maybe too cooperative आहे Enlisted काय गेम आहे हा सेबॅस्टियनचे मिशन कंप्लीट करायचे त्याच्या मिशन मध्येच आपल्याला भारी भारी स्पेल शिकायला भेटणार आहेत जे डार्क स्पेल आहेत अब्राकडाब्रा आहे आणि कृषी आहे जे पेनफुल स्पेल आहेत ना वर्ल्डमॉट आणि डार्क आर्ट्सचे सर्व तर त्या सेबॅस्टियनच्या टास्क मधूनच खेळायला भेटतील शिकायला भेटतील
My mother would like to speak with me. I believe she has learned about some of what we've been up to. I am hoping she...
I received your owl. What happened with Ominous?
I told him none of us will be
हा
able
मग
to
तेच
avoid
ते
dark magic
डार्क
forever.
आर्ट शिकूनच
So the
त्याची
more
बहीण
we know
हील
about
होईल असं
Salazar
त्याला वाटतंय
Slytherin
त्याला
and
वाटतंय की
dark
डार्क आर्ट
arts,
मुळे जी
the better prepared
म्हणजे
we'll be.
तिच्यावर हेच केलेलं आहे
Unfortunately, only a gaunt knows the
डार्क
location of
स्पेलनीच
the
अटॅक
Scriptorium's
केलेलं
entrance,
आहे
and
म्हणून
Ominous
त्याला
won't
वाटतं
tell
ते
me.
सर्व शिकून आपण तिचा
Perhaps
इलाज करू
I should have
शकतो
a chat
असं आहे
with
त्याचं
Ominous.
म्हणणं
You?
आपण
I
फक्त त्याला
suppose it's
होला
worth
होल
a try.
करायचंय
But don't
तेव्हा
get your
कुठे
hopes
आपल्याला
up.
डार्क आर्टचे सर्व शिकायला
Ominous
भेटतील
is annoyingly stubborn. Nothing new. I know where he is. I'll lead you to him and then leave you to it. Come on.
Can we meet at the Three Broomsticks? It may finally be safe
पॉपी
since we've
थांब
rescued
जरा
the dragon
पॉपी
from
येतो मी
Haunted
तुझ्याकडे
Hall.
पण
Keep an eye out. Never know who's watching. Although that hasn't stopped us before.
Strictly speaking, it has. We were caught.
Damned poltergeist. Such a nuisance. There he is. Good luck.
What are you doing here?
Hello, Ominous. Do you have a moment?
What is it? What have you and Sebastian been up to now?
I owe you an apology, Ominous. I wasn't honest with you before about the Undercroft. Sebastian did show it to me. He wanted me to have a safe place to practice some spells, to try and catch up to the other fifth years. He didn't think you'd mind.
I suppose that makes sense. It's just Sebastian's been pestering me lately about something and I'm frustrated with him.
Don't tell me he's still going on about, what was it, a scriptorium?
He told you about that.
He did. We were talking about Hogwarts founders and he mentioned it. Wouldn't say much more though.
Yes, well, he seems to think it contains the answer to saving Anne. I think it's likely full of dark magic that is better left untouched.
Wait, you've never been inside?
Of course not. I only know about it because of my favorite aunt, Noctua. She thought like I do. Didn't agree with the family on the use of dark magic. In fact, she'd hoped to convince my family that there was more to Salazar Slytherin than worshipping pureblood status. She'd heard of this scriptorium and thought its contents might shed some light on him. She even found the secret entrance in this very corridor. She wrote regularly to my father about her efforts to gain access, and then she simply vanished. No one else ever tried to enter.
I'm sorry about your aunt. Don't you want to find out what happened to her?
Aunt Noctua went down this path with good intentions and lost her life. I don't want the same to happen again.
You don't know that history will repeat itself. Besides, you said your aunt thought like you. This could honor her memory, get you answers about Slytherin and Sebastian answers for Anne. Your aunt pursued this alone. We could do it together.
I see what you've done here, and I confess, you've convinced me. I didn't think it possible. Very well. I shall tell you what I know. Fetch Sebastian, I'll wait. I hope we don't regret this.
Sebastian! Over here!
These braziers grant access to the scriptorium.
Now you'll show?
Revelio!
You wouldn't tell me when I practically begged.
It wasn't you who told me what I needed to hear. Opening the entrance has something to do with threes.
Well, 3 heads are better than 1.
Confringo! 2 heads are better than 1.
And by that logic, 3 is better than 2. Simple mathematics. Something's happening.
I hope we're ready for this.
चल भाई माझ्या मागे
Dark,
तुला
ominous
सगळं दाखवतो.
corridors. My favorite.
No comment.
Come on, that was a good one.
Hey.
Lumos. Looks like a locked door. We may want to look around.
Must prove my point. Do not need to use the dark arts as my family instruct. When I reach the script note, I will find evidence that there is more to the Slytherin than we realize. Okay.
A journal entry, signed by Noctua Gaunt.
Gaunt? Ominous. Your family was here.
I know. She was my aunt.
You knew? And didn't tell me?
Ominous. The journal mentions many challenges ahead.
That's why I said this could be dangerous. Aunt Noctua kept my father informed until she vanished.
भाई हा मिशन एकदम भारी होणार आहे.
Revelio. Lumos.
There may be something to this pile of rubble.
Okay.
Revelio.
अरे बाप रे.
Lumos.
इथंच सगळं आहे ना. Referio.
Reparo.
Perhaps try. The rubble formed a relief
Lumos.
of a person facing a snake.
That must be the voice I hear. The voice is ancient.
You hear a voice.
It started when you repaired that relief. I hear a whisper saying, "Speak to me." I'm a parcel mouth. I can hear and speak to snakes.
Oh.
Nearly all known parcel mouths are descended from Salazar Slytherin.
I'd like to be able to
फोर्थ
talk
पार्ट
to
मध्ये होता ना
snakes.
आय
You
थिंक
might
हॅरी
not
पॉटर
want the
सापाशी
ability
बोलतो.
to speak parcel tongue. It's often associated with dark
फोर्थ
wizards.
का थर्ड पार्ट मध्ये
I
होता
haven't
आय थिंक.
spoken it in ages, but I'd wager if I speak it now, the door will open. I'm hoping you're having second thoughts.
Believe me, I am having thoughts, but I'm still convinced we should go ahead.
It's ironic.
part मध्ये
When I left home,
Second
I
part
vowed to
मध्ये
leave the
बोलतो.
dark arts behind. and yet here
अच्छा
I
चेंबर
am.
ऑफ सिक्रेट मध्ये
Stand
बरोबर.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
It worked! Ominous. You possess a rare ability indeed.
Between the two of you, I'm starting to feel left out.
Between the two of us,
Never mind. There's no clear way forward.
Revelio. Like a maze. Salazar
Lumos.
Slytherin most likely wanted this to be difficult to solve.
यांना आग लावायला लागेल ना.
Where we came from, it closed. And there's more than one gate ahead.
Then look closely at each gate for clues. Revelio.
Protego! Confringo!
अरे बापरे. कुठे गेला लुमोस? लुमोस काय दिसत नाही.
Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Lumos. Confringo.
Salazar Slytherin buried the Scriptorium deep within Hogwarts. I am afraid I shall lose any way around these dark corridors. I am the descendant that, and yet I feel unwelcome. Lighting this brazier in the corridor is helping. I shan't lose heat. Challenge by challenge, I will make my way through. Okay. तर आपल्याला
This
प्रत्येक
journal
गोष्टीला
entry,
चढवायचंच आहे.
it mentions getting lost and being on the dial requires focus.
This Q to rotate and Q
Noctua
to.
said
Okay.
the same. It may take practice to solve it. Strategy's
Oi.
not good.
Salazar Slytherin didn't make this easy. This is looking
Abey
rather
yaar.
dire, isn't it?
You sound surprised.
Revelio.
We're in a maze designed by Salazar Slytherin.
काहीतरी असेल मग याच्यामध्ये. Slytherin lock आहे. Q and E is to rotate. Okay.
All the gates have symbols, and there are symbols on the dial.
SP2 close behind us and there is no turning back now. Okay. बापरे, गेम नंतर रिअल लाईफ मध्ये तर रिव्हिलिओ लुमेस कॉन्फिगर नाही करत ना. ते तर आहे. Q आणि E टू रोटेट टॉप डायल आणि E टू. ओके. भाई दोन्ही सेम दिसायला आहेत पण काहीच होत नाही.
Let's look at the gate and the symbols again.
कोणता गेट आहे बघू दे मला.
Confringo.
Lumos.
विच गेट. अरे हे लोक कुठे आहेत? ओके, झेड आणि वरचा तो प्राण्याचा आहे. विल ट्राय दिस. वरचा प्राण्याचा आहे आणि तो कोणता प्राणी इथं. हाय वरती प्राणी आहे. वरती प्राणी आहे. आणि खालता कोणता होता? ए यार, लुमोस कुठे गेला?
Lumos.
आणि झेड आहे. आय थिंक हा पहिलेच आहे ना. काइंड ऑफ पहिलेच आहे. ओ झाला.
Touching the symbols did open it.
Was about to do that myself, but
Chal,
you got
chal.
to it first. Nice work.
Revelio. Lumos.
Not
चांटने
sure
बरं मध्ये मध्ये
references
नोट्स
painful
ठेवलं.
and arduous challenges, but also rewards.
Painful. That's the part I'm wary of.
All I heard was rewards. Keep going.
ओके. वरती मासा आणि खालती काय आहे? काहीतरी त्रिकोण टाइप आहे. हे परत कुठे असेल आता?
Revelio. Lumos.
इथे या साईडला या साईडला आहे. नाही इथं नाही. मग ह्याचं कुठे आहे ओपन करायला? ओके इथे वरती काय होता? माशा टाइप होता ना? मला आधी बघून होते. ओके मासा आणि त्रिकोण टाइप. ही दोघं तर नावाला येतो उभे आहेत.
Another gate.
Seems Slytherin like to play games.
मध्ये लवकर
Look
That's
at
what I
it,
know.
Sebastian.
अरे मासा नाही. सॉरी लपडा होईल.
Let's look at the gate and the symbols again.
थांब भाई हेलिंग करू तो. मासा कुठे गेला? आणि त्रिकोण टाइप ना? अरे हाच होता ना?
Perhaps not all dolls are the same.
Shit यार.
There may be a different set of symbols for each.
हा वरती तर तोच आहे. शोर आहे मी. खालती काय आहे?
Revelio. Lumos.
खालती परत त्रिकोण टाइपच आहे ना? अरे यार वरती मासा फिक्स आहे. वरचा मासा फिक्स आहे राईट. कुठे गेला मासा? झालं ना. अरे हाच आहे ना.
Confringo. Lumos.
ही लोक बघतात तरी काय असे?
Confringo. Lumos. Revelio.
भाई एवढा इझी आहे पण तरी होत का नाहीये?
Lumos.
होत नाही यार.
Confringo. Confringo. Lumos.
भाई असा कसा नाही तू वाचशील भाई. इच्छा तर मला तुझ्या मारायचीच आहे. हाच आहे 100% हाच आहे. उलटा असेल का? नाही नाही. अरे यार काय प्रॉब्लेम काय आहे?
Lumos.
वरती हा ठीक आहे. आता खालचा रोटेशन चुकतोय असं मला का वाटतंय.
Revelio.
सेम आहे ना.
Lumos. We've got more to solve ahead.
Search each corridor. It may not be obvious which leads where.
इथे दुसरा काय लिहिलंय का?
Confringo. Lumos.
वेट. अरे यार मी ह्याच्याकडे बघतच नाही. हा इथंच आहे ना. इथून असं जायचं आहे. ठीक आहे चल. होईल होईल. ऑरेंज ओके. वर्तुळ आणि ड्रॅगन. ड्रैगन 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 डन. येड़ा बनाया भाई मेरे को. येड़ा पूरा येड़ा बनाया.
Impressive. Nice work.
तुम्ही लोक भिकाऱ्यांना नुसतं नाईस वर्कच बोललाय. ओके तिथं काय होता? मासा आणि त्रिकोण होता ना वरती.
Not the welcoming sort, was he? Excellent work. We're another step closer to the scriptorium. Lumos. Protagos! Lumos.
ऐ इथून आलो का इथून गेलो मी? यार मला आता काय समजत नाही रस्ता.
Revelio. Lumos.
अच्छा इकडनं आता जस्ट ओपन केला राईट. मग इकडं आलो. हा ओपन केला. I failed the dial and the struck on my face is it is where a real but I must find a way forward for my family's sake.
Ominous. Your aunt wanted to change your family's traditions.
She did. And she was my favorite person in the world for it.
Lumos.
But हा आता इकडनं तर असं नाहीये. हे दोघं कुठे आहेत? आपण इकडनं आलो. ईश्वर इकडनं आलो. असं आलो. इकडनं इकडे गेलो. इकडनं खाली आलो.
I spotted something ahead.
दोघे इथेच आहेत ना भाई.
Looks troubling.
हा
This
डोर
whole
ओपन झाला ना.
place is troubling, but for my aunt's sake, we cannot stop now.
वेट इथं मी तर काहीच चालवलं नाही.
I think we're locked in. Again.
Then Salazar Slytherin is not yet finished with us.
I have lost hope. I am locked in. I heard a scream and saw the tortured face. The only way forward is with an unforgivable curse. Even if I wanted to cast it, I have no one upon whom to do so. Salazar Slytherin created militia challenges. Acha.
Ominous. A skeleton. And Noctua's last journal entry. She mentions being trapped here, blocked by an unforgivable curse.
This is where she died. This is where we'll die. I shouldn't have listened to either of you.
Ominous, I'm truly sorry about your aunt. But I know what to do. It's going to be difficult.
अरे कोणाशी बोलत आहे? सेबॅस्टियनशी ना?
You said you know what to do.
Tortured faces on the door, and Crucios etched into the stone. My guess is if we cast the Cruciatus curse, the door will open. That's why Noctua died. She had no one to cast the curse on. Ominous has the most experience with this. He should cast it. You seem to be in Ominous's favor. Will you ask him about this?
He does seem a bit cross with you. I'll speak with him.
Good. Work your magic, so to speak. Wish we had some liquid luck.
All of this could have been avoided.
Ominous. I hadn't imagined we'd end up trapped like this.
Salazar Slytherin did. He's to blame for many unimaginable things. I overheard you and Sebastian, and I won't do it. The Cruciatus curse is pure torture. I would know.
Sebastian told me a little of what happened when you were young. Sounds as if you had no choice.
Should have known he would have told you. And one always has a choice. I'm as guilty as the worst of my family. Unforgivable curses won't work unless you really mean them. I had to want to cause pain, and for that I shall never forgive myself. That spell's the reason I have no family left. You and Sebastian will... If you cast Crucio, you will regret it forever.
What do we do now? Ominous is not going to cast the Cruciatus curse again.
Ridiculous. As if dying in here is a better option than casting a damned spell. It's up to us. I can teach you Crucio, or I can cast it on you.
Wait, you didn't say you knew how to cast Crucio?
Because I'm not sure I do. Ominous knows that, yet he's left us no choice. I don't yearn to follow in Noctua Gaunt's footsteps. I think I can cast it if I have to.
भाई तुझ्यावर टाक.
I want to learn the curse, and I think it's best if I cast it on you.
Very well, if that's what you want. To perform the spell, raise your wand, point it at me, and firmly declare Crucio. Hold on as long as you can.
Okay, finally. Crucio. Crucio म्हणजे कोणता माहिती आहे ना? पीडितो.
Ready? I'm ready.
पीडितो. That works. पीडितो. पीडितो. Wow, wow, wow.
Are you alright? That pain. I would have done anything to make it stop. But I'll survive.
मला घेऊ
Let's
द्या.
keep moving.
पीडितो.
We made it. We found Salazar.
Which one is good for the pidito? Pidito. Wait. आपण पाहिजेत ना आपल्याला.
Scriptorium.
I can't believe we're here.
Lumos. Sebastian, ominous. There's a book just here.
You found something.
You two go ahead. Let me know what's in it. I'll wander around a bit.
What do you think?
Looks like a spell book of some kind. This is incredible. A Hogwarts founder's possession. What an honor. Still can't believe Ominous never told me about his aunt and what she found.
What will you do with Slytherin's spellbook?
What I do with every book. Read it. Having professors as parents, but I can do that later. For now, I say we explore this room. It's breathtaking.
Revelio.
I don't want to leave, but I owe you. Both of you. Without both
I
of you,
fear we shall
we'd
never
have
come
made
to
it
an
this far.
accord. I cannot pursue
We were lucky.
even one of them.
We could
is
have
listen to
died.
listen.
We must swear never to do this again.
I see a way out.
Best news I've heard all day.
Ominous. About your aunt.
Please, Sebastian. I meant what I said before. We swear, right now, never to engage in anything to do with dark magic again.
Understood. I'm truly sorry about your aunt, Ominous.
I suppose after all this, I am grateful to know what happened to her. Thank you.
Revelio.
Glad you came.
I wonder where they go.
Over here.
This is a change of pace from our last outing.
Don't remind me. The thought of that tent still makes my blood boil. I've been thinking about those poor dragons. I think a collar is precisely...
The dragon that attacked my carriage was wearing a collar, and Professor Fig was genuinely baffled by its behavior.
That attack always did strike me as a little strange, seemingly coming... Surely you aren't suggesting that the collars somehow control the poor creatures? Merlin, I don't...
That's a good idea. We need to see this through.
There was something. It seems I may have caused you more trouble with.
Rookwood is working with Ranrock, and Ranrock is after something I found at Gringotts. Fig had a portkey that led us there after the dragon attack. It's a bit of a long story, and Fig had asked that I not speak to you.
Goodness. Don't worry, I'll guard your secret as if it were my own. I shan't press for more details. In fact, I should probably be going. I'd like to track that dragon down as soon as I can. I'll let you know when I have news of her location.
Folk still talk about you taking down that troll in the village circle. You certain?
Hello, Serona. I received your owl. How are you?
Hello, my friend. Did you ever find Lodgog?
I did, thank you. We had a good conversation. He sends you his best.
Glad to hear. And I'll refrain from telling you. I do. She's lovely. I've seen her a few. I wonder if you might. And you.
I'll try to go and see her when I can.
It would mean the world to me. And to Dorothy. Aidan was bringing the box of letters to me when he was taken ill. Dot can tell you where he might have. You'll find the hamlet just north of Hogsmeade. Please do give Dot my love.
Leviosa. Reparo. Upper Hogsfield. Now where to find Mrs. Sprottle?
Bardo Beaumont should have returned by now. Had by dark wizards he was.
Excuse me. Did you say something?
I did. I don't think we've met. I'm Dorothy Sprottle. Rumor is I fear I'd help such.
I can certainly look out for him.
Any help would be appreciated. You might speak. I can. Claire will be at her shop if you'd like to speak with her. Hope they know what they're doing.
Revelio.
Revelio. This looks intriguing. Confringo! Expelliarmus! Is that Amphibians wearing a wooden jumper? That must be Hogwarts. Incendio! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Incendio! Crucio! Incendio!
ये कुछ ज्यादा ताकतवर नहीं है इधर, बहुत ज्यादा हो गए ताकतवर, ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए था। दिखने में तो 3-4 ही थे लेकिन आ गए 4-5-6। गलत बात है भाई, ये चीटिंग करते हो तुम लोग। और उसको डैमेज क्यों नहीं हो रहा था?
Incendio! Expelliarmus! Is that Infurious wearing a wooden jumper? That must be Potato! Expelliarmus! Incendio! I'm not sure Madame Beaumont would want to know what really happened to him. Revelio!
I've been studying Salazar Slytherin's spellbook. Meet me in the Undercroft. I found something.
Upper Hogsfield. Now where to find Mrs. Sprottle?
Ranrock's loyalists are a menace. What can be done?
I couldn't help but overhear. Did you make...
I did.
Nice to meet you.
Ranrock and my brother.
I'm unfortunately quite familiar with Ranrock's loyalists. Perhaps I can do something.
We should not have to live in fear. This is our home. Oh, I do hope.
It seems as though things are getting worse. Best be on my guard. Ranrock's camps, exactly as Madame Beaumont described. Revelio.
Bring me a dozen humans to battle. I'll take them all. Run the other way when they see me. Wizards are running scared. As they should be.
Revelio. Shrevicus totalis.
Wizards are running scared.
Revelio.
You haven't had one less human to worry about. How nice of you to stop. I won't bet. Afraid to fight. Not quieted. You're like oh.
Defender. Incendio.
I won't rest. Yeah.
Protego. Incendio.
ए भाई
I don't think so. Why rat this out longer than necessary? Let's get this over with.
Incendio.
I won't rest until you're dead. Someone's been taken out last week. How is this happening?
One last follower, Ranrock. Revelio. One camp down, one more to
ओके
go.
संपले मेले वेले अच्छा गावात ते लोक अंगावर पडतात यार
Confringo.
An intruder!
Revelio.
1 2 3 4 5 6 ए कुठे गेला
Incendio.
Why can't I hit you? What is
Defendo. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Protego.
I'll get you.
Incendio.
Over here. Someone's here. How nice of you to stop by. How nice of you to stop by.
Still hoping to survive this, are you?
Protego. Defendo.
Arrogant child. How?
Incendio.
For the coward.
Expelliarmus. Protego.
Get accustomed to that. Stop it. Why rat this out longer than
You won't get away with that.
Incendio. Expelliarmus. Defender.
ओ भाई
Castle must have been quite stately in its time. Ah, Upper Hogsfield. Now where to find Mrs. Sprottle?
I do miss the bustle of business. Poor customers, afraid to venture out.
Hello, Madame Beaumont. Good news. I was able to clear out Ranrock's camps.
You cleared them out? How?
It was harrowing, and they dug in their heels, but I managed.
When my brother returns, this news will mean that you saved our house. I fear for other.
What do you have for sale?
What you look... Thank you. Sincerely. Oh, I do hope my brother is all right. Marvelous. I could always use more of these. Oh, I do hope my brother is all right. Thank you for passing through.
Come now, don't be stingy.
Oh, I do hope my brother is all right.
Can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Oi, can you help me?
All of my relatives work in the industry. Every one of them.
Can I help you?
I believe you can. I'm Symphonia, by the way, and I need help from someone who's at least a 5th year. Are you familiar with Herodiana Byrne? Don't answer that. Of course you're not. No one seems to know of her but me. She's only the single greatest Depulso master.
How interesting.
It's a I often read about whilst reading about, but in typical.
And you're a
Quick one, Aunt. According to what? Would you get Herodiana?
If you tell me where to go, I'll...
Simply go to the... There, you'll find a series...
Very well.
I can't wait to see Herodiana's famous ensemble. Perhaps I'll make myself a copy.
Revelio. Suppose I should look for that secret hall Sophronia told me about. It does sound interesting.
Hello there. Perhaps you can help me.
I wonder if you might be able to help me with a small, project.
Revelio.
Spare a moment? I could use your help.
This must be the entrance to the Hall of Herodiana. Better go inside and find those puzzles. Revelio. Now to see if Herodiana Byrne was as good as Sophronia said she was.
Oi.
I see. A switch reset everything. Good to know. Accio. Levioso. Accio. That chest looks interesting. That wasn't too hard. I wonder what's next. Revelio. Accio. I think I'm getting the hang of this now. Just one left.
अरे यार Sure. Hey, Tom.
That's the last of them. Seems I was about. This must be the last piece of Herodiana's ensemble. It is remarkable. No wonder Sophronia wants to see this.
If you might be able to help me with a small, project.
Oi! Can you help me?
Madam Kagawa's getting a bit of an easy run.
Sophronia, I solved all the puzzles in the Hall of Herodiana.
Incredible!
Of course, but not for free. That wasn't easy.
Of course, I'd pay anything. Oh, how grand! You're my second favorite hero. I can't wait till all my sisters are at Hogwarts with me. Their turn to send the owl home.
Sorry.
You'll never believe what I've learned.
What did you discover in the spellbook we found in the scriptorium?
Salazar Slytherin's spellbook was a little difficult to interpret, but fascinating. Evidently, he encouraged teaching dark magic at Hogwarts. Neither the Imperious Curse nor the Killing Curse was unforgivable during his time. He believed students should be prepared to use dark magic when necessary, not to fear it. That's why we had to use Crucio to gain access to the Scriptorium. He didn't want his knowledge shared with anyone who was afraid of the power of dark magic.
It was hard to do, but casting Crucio was our only option.
And I'm glad we did it, because in the spellbook I also found something else. References to a lost relic, which, from what I can tell, grants the holder the power to reverse dark magic curses.
And you think this relic might be able to save Anne?
Precisely. I plan to search for this relic, but I don't think we should tell anyone. Especially Ominous. He wouldn't understand.
I see no reason to involve Ominous.
I'm glad you agree. When I know more, I shall send an owl. And don't feel sorry for Ominous. Keeping this to ourselves for now is for his own good.
I'll decide what's for my own good.
Ominous, we were just about to get some air. Care to join?
You're a liar, Sebastian. I heard everything. You swore you'd never engage in anything to do with dark magic again.
No, I didn't. I said I understood you wanting that. I'd never swear to give up on finding a cure for Anne.
You don't know when to stop, do you?
I know when not to stop. Leave this alone, Ominous. I'll be on my way.
I am not letting this go.
Ominous, Sebastian meant well.
I know what I heard. You knew I wouldn't agree with this. Going after that relic is not a good idea. Sebastian doesn't even realize it, but he's as irresponsible and reckless now as his parents were years ago. It's why they died.
I knew his parents died, but I never heard what happened.
Mr. and Mrs. Sallow were professors. Spent nearly every waking moment in the cellar library. Noses buried in books. Anne and Sebastian were upstairs when it happened. They heard a sudden crash and ran downstairs, but it was too late. Their parents had crumpled to the floor. A defect with the lamp in the cellar caused the room to fill with an undetectable toxin. Sebastian and Anne were helpless. They had no magic yet.
What a horrible story.
It is. That's why I can't understand Sebastian's recklessness. I've practically lost Anne. I cannot lose Sebastian too. Please avoid anything to do with that spellbook.
Those references in the book seem promising.
Everything to do with Salazar Slytherin seems promising until it's too late. I hope Sebastian pursues this no further, but if you think he might, please let me know. It would mean a lot.
Revelio.
I can't believe.
So this is the underground harbor. Revelio. Levioso. Accio. Revelio.
Hogwarts always has another meeting.
Imagine solving a riddle that I mentioned and then not telling me the
Revelio. That book Professor Weasley asked me to find should be around here somewhere.
Looking for the book Intermediate Transfiguration.
Professor Weasley asked me to, get something from that book. May I have it?
Did she now? I'll give you this book if you humour me by answering a few questions from my quiz.
Quiz?
Some people call bits of knowledge trivia. I would argue. Hence, none of the other students... they...
A quiz sounds like fun.
Splendid! Just before the invention...
The Golden Snuggery.
No, incorrect. The answer was the Golden Snidget. The Snidget was first introduced to... Which potion is commonly referred to as liquid luck?
Felix Felicis.
Well done. Since it makes the drinker temporarily lucky, Felix Felicis is a banned substance in all... The tale of the three brothers involves which magical artifacts?
The Deathly Hallows.
Correct. According to Beadle the which ball in Quidditch is the largest?
The Bludger.
I'm sorry, but the correct answer was the Quaffle. True or false? Polyjuice potion allows the drinker to change species.
False.
Correct. While Polyjuice potion can be... Well, I suppose this has gone on long enough. I'll put the book back on the pedestal now. And I won't be giving you...
I'm sorry. I don't have time for a quiz at the moment.
I put the book back on the pedestal for you.
Revelio ought to make quick work of this. Professor Weasley's tasks are complete. I should attend Transfiguration.
Reading can be as magical as any spell. Why can't...
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
I heard Professor Weasley transfigured the book with all her test answers into an owl to stop him from cheating.
Taking owls a bit too literally, if you ask me.
Beautiful.
Goodness.
Settle down. Settle down. Transfiguration, as you may be weary of hearing me say, is an exact science that can take a lifetime to master. But we needn't be daunted. Almost anything can be transformed if you can just perceive the potential within it. As I see in all of you, tremendous witches and wizards, every one of you. Or it could just be my eyesight. Now, you all know what to do.
Okay, transformation spell, here come.
Beautifully done. Class is dismissed. And remember... It's not the time to ease off your studying. OWLs will...
You wanted to discuss my progress so far this term, Professor?
I did. You seem to have had no trouble in getting up to speed. And frankly, excelling.
Thank you, Professor. The extra assignments have been helpful.
As I suspected they would be. Now, it seems... Of course, the guide isn't the only measure of success. Hopefully, you won't need it anytime soon, but it is a valuable potion to have.
Thank you, Professor.
Was your visit to the...
Professor Fig has encouraged me to explore when I can in an effort to complete my field guide.
I see. I admire your... It'll be the end of the year. I'll provide a final... Until then, well done. If you wish to practice the spell you just learned, the training dummy is available. Glad to see you are paying close attention to my demonstration of the transformation.
Arresto momentum. Glacius! Lumos. Since our visit to Feldcroft, something dawned on me about the triptych. Crucial. Now explain.
My plan with the helmet failed, but I have another idea. I think we may be able to find...
Arresto momentum.
Meet me there. Bring someone who speaks gobbledygook.
I remember our meet mentioning something about gobbledygook.
Nice to see you, my young friend.
Capulso!
Revelio. Revelio. Totalis. Do cooperate, won't you? Assignment's all finished. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Revelio. Expelliarmus. Defendo. Defendo. Confringo.
You're the one who stole our goblin helm.
Well, their goblin helm, but then it was ours.
If there's any chance that the relic from Slytherin's spellbook can help her, I must find it. I'm requesting your help. Meet me outside of Feldcroft, near the catacomb.
I have some promising news about the location of our Hebridean dragon friend and where to return her you-know-what. Meet me in the town circle in Hogsmeade. There's so much we don't know about beasts.
Today, class dismissed.
Ugh, can't say I'm terribly.
I take it you're ready to learn your new spell.
I completed your assignment, Professor.
Good. Now, the exploding.
I will, Professor.
Now, you. Nice and steady.
I'll be unrivaled at the next course.
Well done. Now, let us put it into practice, shall we? Go ahead and try it on the pump.
Bombarda. Protego. Bombarda. Professor, might I have a moment?
Yes. What is it?
I was wondering what inspired you.
Are you
I haven't decided.
I believe, as well as...
Of course, Professor.
I recall it. I read in the prof. I knew of the... I wondered if...
Seems quite a challenge finding an Occamy in the mountains.
It was. He was near a...
What did you do with them?
Nothing. Only poach. I hid.
That sounds
Indeed. Now, beasts and all...
I shall remember that. Bombarda! Defendo! Confringo! Expelliarmus!
Away! Go!
No telling what lies in wait for me in there.
You're here. Good.
Oh, nice to see you here. Ah, isn't the sea air?
Sebastian, that relic you mentioned.
I believe one of Slytherin's students stumbled upon the relic during an assignment. From what I read in a report by the student, they weren't permitted to take it with them, so I must assume it's still here. As I mentioned earlier, this relic grants its holder the... If it's in this catacomb...
I'm ready to explore the catacomb. Perhaps we can visit Anne when we've finished.
Perfect.
I didn't.
Good. I'll be interested to compare what lies inside to what I've read about this catacomb. I'm sure that foul smell is the scent of success. Try not to lose your nerve just yet. Quieter than a jobberknock.
At least now we know we're not alone in here.
Perhaps that was it. And the rest of the tomb, insect-free.
Yeah, spiders aren't insects.
Don't
Rebellion.
start.
Defender! Confringo! Depulso!
Accio!
Opening all of these is tempting.
This room is taller than it looks. We're here for a reason. I'd say opening them all is justified.
Levioso! Depulso! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Leviosa! Revelio!
Finding a chest in an inconspicuous loft. Brilliant. Watch your step. I nearly slipped there.
Bombarda! Confringo! Defender!
All this grass. It no longer feels like a tomb. I've read about catacombs that underwent expansion efforts and ran into problems. often cave-ins.
And then were abandoned.
Exactly. We'll be fine, though.
Confringo!
Now this is the sort of great room I want to be buried in.
Revelio. Surrounded by grandeur.
Grandeur and then some. Even an altar with a pile of bones. Lovely.
Bones outside a sarcophagus. Seems odd. There's something here by the altar.
What did you find?
Looks like part of a student's diary.
Of course. The student's summary reference. Let's divide and conquer. You work on sorting out the bone barricades. I'll look around and see what we missed.
It does mention something else. It says their next assignment was learning the Imperius Curse.
Really? Interesting. We need to focus on moving beyond this room. But let me think for a moment.
Do you think the pages were left here on purpose?
Slytherin mentioned a student who excelled in charms and always carried a satchel stuffed full of notes. They might have been left on purpose, or the student may have simply dropped them.
I'd be interested to know what else the student discovered.
Have a look. Unfortunately, there's no name on it. But I surmise if it was important enough for Slytherin to stash in his spellbook, it's worthy of...
Of course. I'll start to...
Brilliant. There's more to this than even I imagined. Look, bones stacked oddly on either side of this archway.
Leave no stone unturned. Or in this case, no bone.
Accio! If this archway's been barricaded, we can find a way...
Revelio! We're in a tomb. I assume eerie sounds come with the territory.
Accio!
Revelio.
Accio! Bombarda! Defender! Confringo! Expelliarmus!
Revelio.
Confringo! Expelliarmus! Accio! Protego! Accio! Levioso! Accio! Repulso!
Wingardium Leviosa.
Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. That's a lot of bone rattle. You've done it. I knew we'd get through. I felt it in my bones.
Nice.
Revelio. Before we trudge on further, I've just realized something. The student's diary mentions the Imperious Curse. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to need it here. It's an unforgivable, but useful when you're outnumbered. Places the victim completely under the caster's control. So, if you'd like to learn Imperio, I can teach you.
It's probably wise to know the spell.
I couldn't agree more. A spell that could save your life shouldn't be unforgivable. You have a lot at stake. You have an ability that evidently no one's seen for centuries. Focus your wand movement. It's not an easy spell to master.
अरे बाप रे.
There we go. Something troubling ahead. Be on your guard. Protego! Crucible. Revelio. Accio. Another barricade. Considering how well you did on the last one, this should be a cinch.
How gracious of you.
I try. Accio. Revelio. Accio. That worked. Let's go in. Imperial. Accio. Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Wingardium Leviosa.
You are head and shoulders above these bones. Nicely done. I see why Slytherin's student was so entranced with this place.
Bombarda. Confringo.
अबे यार मर क्यों रहा है भाई तू?
Revelio. It'd never end. Incendio. Revelio.
Dead end. Lovely. All that for nothing.
Hold on. Don't give up yet. Revelio. Sebastian! The relic! Look!
Could it be?
The note and rendition of the relic. It matches. This must be where the student left the relic.
I can't believe...
What do you suppose is meant by the dark sacrifice required to realize the relic's potential?
I have no idea. But we're here for the relic.
I'm willing to ignore what the journal entry says. We're taking the relic.
Agreed. This is meant to be. For Anne's sake, I'm taking it. Let's get to Feldcroft. I must keep this relic secret, especially from my uncle. Is that ominous? Ominous! The sounds we kept hearing. It was you.
You gave me no choice. I had to follow you. Sebastian, please, leave the relic alone. We can find another way to help Anne.
I'm sorry, Ominous, but I'm taking it.
No, you're not. If you won't put it back, then I will.
Hold on, both of you. Sebastian, please, take a step back.
Fine, but Ominous knows I won't step back from a fight.
Can't believe this.
How much did you hear?
Everything. I heard you encourage Sebastian to take the relic.
Sebastian's done his research. He knows what he's doing.
Sebastian makes things sound easy when they could be impossible or dangerous. We need to stop him.
And if nothing will change his mind?
Something has to. I need your help.
You're right. This seems far riskier than Sebastian realizes.
Good. We're agreed. We don't allow him to leave here with the relic.
I do think we should talk to him, but I fear we won't stop him from taking the relic.
What are you suggesting?
I'm suggesting we negotiate. We allow Sebastian to leave with the relic under one condition. After this, no more.
I feel that's what we agreed to in the scriptorium. I'm being taken for a fool.
You're not, Ominous. This may be the only way to keep your friendship intact. Let's trust him to know what's best.
Fine. If I trust him on this, I'm trusting you too. The dark arts seem harmless until it's too late. Go then. Leave with the relic. I'll not say a word more. I hope I don't regret this.
Sebastian, we're ready.
What is it? I haven't changed my mind.
Ominous has. Let's go.
What? Ominous?
I'll explain on the way. Come on.
Well, what happened back then?
Ominous and I found a compromise.
Ominous simply needs a moment with you and he'll change his mind. Is that it?
I told him we ought to give you this chance, that the relic is too important to ignore.
There has to be more to it than that. Tell me.
We agreed on what was needed, Sebastian. You have my word.
I never wanted to keep all this from Ominous. He just doesn't understand. And I didn't want to worry him all over again. As we were leaving, Ominous wouldn't even acknowledge me. That's not like him.
He was troubled, Sebastian. Even though we agreed to it all, it's been a lot to take in.
I thought he understood. He knew we couldn't give up. All of this is too important. For Anne. we get to Feldcroft, I'd rather Anne not know what had to be done to get this relic. She thinks like ominous. It'd only upset her.
Only following orders. Leave your accusations in someone else's direction if you don't mind.
Oh no, this isn't good.
What is it?
Smoke! Over there, by the hamlet. Feldcroft's in trouble. They're under attack.
Let's hurry.
Revelio.
Was that your bet?
We have to fight.
Keep up, all three! Got him!
Closing in!
Confringo!
You're not really here.
Sebastian! Be careful! Behind!
I'm a goblin, not a toy!
You'll make them.
Stop provoking them!
I'm handling it.
भाई ये बहुत ज्यादा क्यों आ रहे?
Oh no, this isn't good.
What is it?
Smoke! Over there, by the hamlet. Feldcroft's in trouble. They're under attack.
Let's hurry.
To the right! They're closing in! Sebastian! Be careful!
भाई बे यार ये मर क्यों रहा है इतनी जल्दी? हेल्थ पे ध्यान देना पड़ेगा भाई, क्या कर रहा है?
Oh no, this isn't good.
What is it?
Smoke! Over there, by the hamlet. Feldcroft's in trouble. They're under attack.
Let's hurry.
अबे यार
This shouldn't take long.
आह 3 बार हो गया भाई, 3 वेळा मी मरत नाही कधी.
Oh no, this isn't good.
What is it?
Smoke! Over there, by the hamlet. Delcott's in trouble. They're under attack.
Let's hurry.
Bombarder!
लास्ट टू नहीं लास्ट वन नहीं ज्यादा हो गया बोलो ना भाई भाई your attack out.
Boy, what have you done?
Saved my sister.
With an unforgivable curse. From that damned book, no doubt. Your father would be ashamed. You've gone too far, Sebastian. Stay away from her. From all of us.
What did my uncle expect me to do? The Imperious curse saved Anne's life. That goblin was going to kill her.
You did what you had to do.
If I have to keep proving that to my uncle, I will. He cannot banish me from my own home. From my sister.
It might be best to let him calm down a while. May I speak to him? Perhaps I can help to ease the tension a bit.
You may be right. Very well.
Pardon me, Mr. Sallow.
What Sebastian did was inexcusable. You cannot possibly be about to defend him.
Sebastian and I have encountered Ranrock's loyalists before. That goblin would have killed Anne.
This family does not resort to using dark magic, even against our enemies. What Sebastian did cannot be undone. That you are defending Sebastian's behavior at all tells me everything I need to know. You are as guilty as he is. Sebastian is to come nowhere near Feldcroft, nowhere near Anne. Unforgivable curses are so named for a reason. If I hear that either of you continues down this path, if either of you uses dark magic, I will notify the headmaster immediately. Why, Sebastian?
अरे भाई ये तो प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है अभी मेरे को
Revelio.
close to a breakthrough.
Did you speak with my uncle?
I wish I had better news about your uncle and Anne.
Well, what did he say?
I'm afraid he wants you nowhere near Feldcroft. Nor Anne.
I had to stop that goblin from killing my sister. He had no right to banish me from my own twin. If he thinks banishing me means I'm going to give up on Anne, he's sorely mistaken.
He also said he cannot excuse the use of dark magic in any form, and that if he hears of either of us using it, he'll go straight to Professor Black.
Huh. That relic, dark magic or not, is the key to saving Anne. To reverse that curse. I will not lose Anne for good. I should send the crest to Anne. She'll know that we need to meet.
I'm afraid I don't follow.
Nothing, just a thought. Now I'm more determined than ever to learn what power that relic has.
I shall wait to hear from you then.
Thank you. I very much appreciate you standing by me through all of this. I'll send you an owl when I have news.
Okay, then let's end our stream here.